Good morning, class. Today we are going to begin with the third part of lesson number 23, UVS 1, Infectious Diseases and How to Prevent Them. Air, water, food, and insects are the mediums through which diseases spread. Hence, if everyone takes care to ensure that the germs do not enter our food, water, or air, and to prevent the breeding of insects that spread disease, it is possible to prevent a disease from becoming an epidemic. For this reason, it is important for all of us to make cleanliness a habit. Children, you all know the importance of cleanliness in your life. Cleanliness of your environment, cleanliness in your house, cleanliness of your own self. Cleanliness is very, very important. Okay, children. Now, the main sources of spread of diseases are these things: air, water, food, insects, and touch, direct contact. Now, main mediums, these are the main mediums of spread of disease. Now, what do you understand by this? Like some of the diseases spread through air. Now, how does it spread through air? That is, if a person is suffering from a airborne disease, BORNE, airborne disease. So, when these persons, they cough or sneeze in a public place, when you are surrounded with many people, you don't cover yourself, you don't cover your nose and your mouth. What happens? The germs in the cough, in the spit, with the tiny droplets, they spread into the air. And this is how a healthy person is also infected. Next comes water. If your water is not clean, it is not pure, then what happens? The diseases spread through water also. Drinking contaminated water causes diseases. There are germs spreading diseases in that. Food. Now, contaminated food. What is contaminated food? Contaminated food means the spoiled food, the stale food. What happens? The food, if it is cooked, so it should be finished off as quickly as possible. Then also, like if some leftovers are there, we keep it in the fridge. So in the fridge also, it remains fresh for hardly 2-3 days. But you should not wait till that time. It should be finished off in the next meals. So that is from food. Then again, the food should be kept covered. Keeping the food uncovered also is a reason of contaminating the food. Next comes insects, that is mosquitoes, flies. We have learnt earlier how they spoil our food. That is the reason food should be kept covered. These all mediums spread diseases. When we take care, when we keep cleanliness, when we maintain cleanliness in our house, in our surroundings, so less chances of spreading of diseases are there. In this way, we can help what? Epidemic from spreading. Epidemic of a particular disease from spreading. So, we should all without fail make cleanliness a habit. Moving further, prevention of infectious disease. Now, you all have learned earlier what is infectious disease. Infectious diseases means passing from one person to another. Like cold and cough, when you use the same towel, the same kerchief, the same napkin of a person who is suffering from cold and cough, you can also be suffering from cold and cough. This is infectious diseases. So, why should you not go to school if you are having conjunctivitis? Now what is the meaning of conjunctivitis, children? Conjunctivitis in Hindi we say aankh aayi hai, that is the redness, the soreness of the eyes. When the eyes become red, it waters, it is very painful. So now again this is infectious. Now what happens when the eyes water? Now that water, if you touch here and there, again if that is touched by somebody else and you accidentally touch your eyes, your face, the possibility of that diseases, conjunctivitis passing on to other person is also there. So that is the reason we are told not to go to school when a student or when a teacher is also suffering from conjunctivitis, anybody, because it spreads. And since in a school there are many children, so many teachers are there, so chances of spreading of disease becomes more. So to prevent diseases from spreading through water, it is purified at the water works. Now how it is purified? There are different ways of purifying water. Water works where the water is cleaned, where it is purified. Now children, there is quite a big difference between clean and pure. The water which looks clean not necessarily is pure also, because there might not be insoluble particles in the water. You are not able to see anything. You will say, the water is clean. But the germs might be there. Germs are there in that. So, the microorganisms, they are invisible. So, children, the water should be boiled and filtered. Now, at home, we boil and filter the water. Why? Because the quantity of water is less. One person, one family uses. So that is small, so it can be boiled. But we are talking about the water works, the water from where it is supplied to whole of the city. So here boiling the water is not possible. It's impossible. We can't boil such huge quantity of water. So what is done? Chemicals are used. Bleaching powder is added to the community sources of water to kill the germs and make the water safe for drinking. Understood, children? What is used? Bleaching powder is added to where? To the community sources of water, the rivers, the lakes, the well. There, what is added? Bleaching powder. When there is an epidemic of gastro or jaundice, people are advised to boil water before drinking it. Now this is what? When there is an epidemic of gastro. Gastro is the problem created in the stomach, gastric problem, or jaundice. You know jaundice, pilia. So these people are advised to boil water and drink. Before drinking, boil it. But nowadays, so it is advised always drink boiled water. Stay away from germs. Prevention is better than cure. So it is better daily boil water and drink. Boiling is the best method, boiling and filtering. Nowadays many water purifiers are available in the market. We can use anything. UV is there, AquaGuard is there, RO is there. So many different types of water purifiers are there. We can use whichever we like to. But please drink pure water. Take care of your health. This is the way from where the diseases can spread. To prevent mosquitoes from breeding, we must ensure there is no stagnant water in our surroundings. But if that is not possible, insecticides have to be used. Thus, diseases like malaria can be prevented. Now, insects, how can we prevent them from breeding, from growing, from multiplying? They grow very fast. They grow in thousands. So, prevention is what? Not to allow water to stagnate in our surroundings. Stagnant means get collected. in the puddles or on the streets or in the corners or in our society compounds. Don't allow water to collect. When it collects, it is there, it does not evaporate quickly. So that is the reason insects breed in that. When they breed, they lay eggs, and there are thousands and thousands of mosquitoes there, which are the medium of spreading malaria. So if you take care of this stagnant water, there is no stagnant water in our surrounding, there is less possibility of insects to spread. Otherwise, if it is not possible, then what to do? Insecticides have to be used, chemicals are to be used where it disinfects the area. So chances of again growing of mosquitoes becomes less. Now you can see a breeding ground for mosquitoes. See, it's so dirty. So these insects breed where? They grow where? In the dirt, in the dirty area. So don't keep any dirty area in and surrounding you, in and around you. Don't do that. Take care of yourself, take care of your family. People who have a serious infectious diseases like tuberculosis or swine flu are quarantined. There are separate wards in the hospitals for people with infectious diseases. Clothes and utensils used by the patients are washed with germicides. The spittle of a person who has tuberculosis is collected in a vessel and covered with a germicide like phenyl. Such precautions help to prevent the disease from spreading to others. To prevent the spread of diseases through air, people should cover the mouth while sneezing or coughing and avoid spitting in the open. If it is necessary to be with such a person, a mask should be worn to cover the nose and mouth. Children, this is what we are observing now, we are following now. The infectious people are quarantined, they are staying separate. What is the meaning of quarantine? They are staying separate. Their food, their clothes, their utensils, everything is kept separate. It is not washed together. People are wearing mask before going near them. Touching them not allowed, going near them not allowed, keeping their utensils separate. So this is the way while people with tuberculosis and swine flu are treated. Understood, children? This is how we have to prevent ourselves from getting infected. Thank you so much. We will be continuing in the next lecture.